Hello, greetings and salutations. Um, how are you all today? Today I'm going to do something a little bit different on my Zentangle inspired art. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something here. I just purchased these Mandala Madness cards. They are inspiration cards, and they are designed by Barb Owen. And maybe a lot of you have seen her channel. She's got an awesome channel where you can howtogetcreative.com. She's got a web, YouTube channel too. She shows us a lot of things. Well, she has this set of cards that she sells, and they're called Mandala Madness. And look at these beautiful cards. Look at the beautiful, just looking at the fronts of them, you can get such great ideas. And when you look at these mandalas, there is a lot of our Zentangle moves in them, things that we have learned on our Zentangles. So because we have been learning different figures and things on our Zentangles, we can use them doing a mandala. And so today I want to I'm going to use one of these cards. These cards are meant for inspiration. And Barb even shows how you can tear the cards apart and use them. I ain't tearing these cards apart, but she did show us that the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not tearing my. Well, I just got them today. I pulled this one out, and this one I just pulled one out, and it's what she suggests is just pull one out, and just to get some inspiration. And so this one, I thought this was awesome because peace is one of my favorite words in the world, and so that's the one I pulled out, and it says be in peace, not in pieces, and that is anonymous. And each card has something different. Like this one says draw a 3-petal shape in any size and repeat it around your mandala. And so each one has something a little bit different to offer. Like this one says imagine, and this one says after drawing your mandala, add shading with graphite or charcoal, softened with a blending stump. Okay, that would be something that you would you do after you worked your mandala. But a mandala is mainly in a circle, and so like we've been doing our Zentangle styled art, and it's not always in a circle, sometimes it is, but you can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lid off of this here, and I'm going to draw with a pencil, and I'm going to draw my circle. So, and that's all I'm going to use any pattern for, is just that main circle that I just put there. And then what I want to do is I want to break this up. Like this here image here is, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be easy to do. I'm going to put one about at the top and the bottom, east and the west, and then one kind of in between each one of those. Now there is where I have my I feel like I have it separated now into separate. I can't pull my camera down. I don't have a zoom on this, so hopefully you can see this. Now, and then we'll put a spot in the middle. Now, I'm not going to do exactly like this one is, because I don't know how. And so, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line from each one of my outside spots to that center spot, and I'm going to cut this piece apart in a pie shape. And so, and that does make 8 pieces of pie. pumpkin pie, cherry pie. You could go with a different tangle in the middle of each one of these if you so choose. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, where did I put my little scratch paper? I was playing on a little piece of scratch paper a little bit. Well, I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so never mind. We won't do that, what I had on the scratch paper. So what I'm going to do here is, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like from the middle of each one of these lines. Now I'm going to use my pen, so you'll be able to see that a little bit better. But I'll be able to erase these pencil lines because those are going to be kind of guides for me. So I want to make triangles kind of. So I'm going to go in the middle of this line and go up to just in between these two, and then I will trace, not triangles, I'm making diamonds. Diamonds here, Liz Taylor. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to do. And now these are not all going to be exactly the same. They're not going to be all symmetrical. They're just going to be mine. And as long as I'm happy with them, the world is going to be a happy place. As long as Mom is happy, everybody's happy. Okay, maybe I should make me a little dot there in the center. That might be better. Yeah, I better put a little dot there, so I kind of got that in the middle. That other one really got cattywampus. Okay, let's put a little dot there so I know where I'm headed. I know where my destination, this pen's destination is up at that dot. Okay. Whew. I've had company today all day. It was wonderful. My friend Donna. Donna is a girl that I met actually through my YouTube channel. She lives in Indiana, but she was here in Florida for a couple days, so she came and spent the day with me today. It was wonderful. We just talked each other's ears off, and I sat right here and she sat right over there, and we crafted together. We talked. We had such a good time. Now, okay, see, now what I'm looking at on this what I'm getting from the card. See how the 3 petals are? Draw a 3-petal shape in any size and repeat it around your mandala. Now see that 3 petals on there? Susan, as soon as it focuses, doesn't want to focus. There, see there? It's got those 3 petals. Now, so that's what we're going to do right up here. So I'll put the first petal in the center, and then put a petal on each side. And I'm going to go all the way around. And that's what you do when you're doing in a mandala, is you just kind of repeat it. Repeat your pattern all the way around. So whatever pattern you're going to do, you're just going to repeat it all the way around. And so, I keep thinking I hear a child. Well, that might have been my dog yawning. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that all the way around. And see, I did not, except for tracing this lid off this denture cup, which is full of rubber bands. But anyway, that's all I traced. The rest of it is just free-handed. It does not have to be perfect at all, because this is an art. This is an art project, and an art project is meant to be whatever it ends up being. If you've never watched Barb Owen, she's amazing. She is a great teacher. She has taught. I have learned so much from her. I wish I watched her even more. I find a hard time watching all of my favorite people too much. and so I don't get, but I need to make it a point to watch her more. Okay, now you can start decorating and see how pretty that looks. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a dash, dot, dash, dot. I like dash it. You know, the Morse code here. We put the Morse code right down the center of each one. That's what I'm doing. That's not what you have to do, but that is what I'm doing. And so I'm going to go right down the center. Now, when I'm going down the center of these like this, it almost looks like it gives it a 3D effect. It almost looks like it's folded. So, gosh, my foot hurts. Did you hear that complaint come right out of my lips? Anybody who has neuropathy, I wonder if it's because it's called neuropathy, does that mean it's brain damage in the foot? I got brain damage in my foot. Yeah, brain damage in my foot. Oh, that diamond I really got crooked. But I'll try to get my little Morse code a little straighter. See how now I put that Morse code in there? Dot, dash, dot, dash, dash, dash. And look how pretty that looks already. And then I think I will, let's see. I'm going to go, no, up all the way up the center. I just got a straight line, you know, a flat line. It's flat lining up there. So I'm going to put the dashes and dots up here too, and I'm going to go as far as the edge of the circle. So maybe that's just going to be a dash and a dot and a dash. Dash and a dot and a dash. Dash and a dot and a dash. And just keep turning your paper. And you don't have to, when you're doing something like this, you do not, well, I didn't get that one up. Put it down there. Like on some of our Zentangles, you have to kind of have it this way and then have it this way and then have it this way. Now here it's a circle, and it's going to be the same all the way around your circle. And so you want to just keep patterning around. So if I put a little, how about if I put a little teardrop, upside down teardrop on each point, or at each point. And this one, I'm just going to do this simple one. Whoopsie daisies. I almost put that in the wrong place. You know, if I had to put it in the wrong place, I would have just had to put it in the right place every place. I did it in the wrong place, so that all the places would have the same thing. Did that sentence just make sense right there? So then that's cute, right? See how it's growing, and then maybe I want to put just a circle in the center of each. Then between each teardrop, I'll do a circle. And this is something, I mean, you create this as you go. And like the cards here, she had a discount on them. I don't know if the discount has expired yet, but I bought these with the discount, and I don't know, like I say, if they've expired yet. But this is such a neat idea, just to pull a card and take that idea and run with it. And so there we go with that. Then let's see, you know what I'm going to do? I want to erase my, oh, maybe I don't know where my eraser is. Since I didn't know where my, see, I cleaned up a little, because I was getting company. I cleaned up my area a little bit, because I was getting company. And so now I don't know where anything else is. So Donna, if you're watching this, it's all your fault that I cannot find my eraser. Okay, I don't know where my eraser is. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be jiggered. Well, I'll be dang jiggered. I don't know where it is. Okay, that's okay. I'm not going to erase it. In that case, I'm not erasing it. Okay, so the only thing I really need to erase is that circle around. But maybe I'll use that circle. Maybe I will, maybe I'm going to, what should I do around that circle? You know what I think? I'm going to do something around that circle too. Maybe I will do a little 3 humps. Why humps? I don't know. Just because I want to. But I'm going to put 3 on each section. 1, 2, 3. And later on, I know I've got 2 erasers on the dining room table, but do I feel like going out to that dining room table? No. It's too much work for me. Too much work for me. Am I pulling this out of frame? Yep. Okay. And so, oh, and by the way, this is 2 weeks on my, almost 2 weeks. I did my nails on the 2nd, and they're still there. They're kind of wearing at the very ends, only because I scratch a lot of things, you know. But I am impressed how they have stayed on. And I love this color. Because then, if they do start wearing or growing out at the ends, it's not noticeable. Because you can see where my nails have grown. And so they're longer. But I am loving these nails. Katie Kendricks. Oh, you're not Katie Kendricks anymore. You're Katie Evans. Keep forgetting she got married. She's been married, what, 3 years? And I haven't got used to it yet. She's got an awesome husband, though, so I need to get used to calling her Katie Evans. Okay. So now, look at that. I'm thinking I really like that. And now I'm almost all the way around. And now I'm all the way around. So now I put the little, like a little ruffle all the way around. And there's so many places that we could do something here. Maybe I would want to do maybe a petal here and a petal here. Let's see what happens if I do that. Oh, I made them petals way big and them ones much smaller. Well, how come I did that? Made them 2 great big old ones over there. I'll make these one bitty. I'll make this one a little bit bigger and this one shorter. And then I'll make this one sort of big. And this one sort of... So now they're all different sizes. So it looks like a flower in the middle. And then I can... I'm just gonna puddle that right in the middle. You know what I could do? I could make 2 smaller ones inside of them big fat ones. And then make big fat ones outside of the small ones. And like magic, like this is a magic ink pen. Magic marker. That's why they call them magic markers, because you can do magic with them. So, and then I can just make them ones bigger. And I think I better quit while I'm ahead. But that kind of evened it up a little bit, see? So then, here I can put some, okay, what did we call this? I know what to call this, and I can't remember. They're called something. But these are definitely something out of the Zentangles. It's got a good name to it too, and easy to remember for those who are young and have no plaque in their gray matter. It might pop in my head, but so far nothing's popping. Okay. But look at, they almost look like little antennas on a little bug. And so I'm going around there, and see, I'm just putting one in between each one of those petals right there. Then maybe I want to put one here and one here. Maybe when I'm done doing this, I'll have the name pop in my head what these are. Fescue. That's what they are, fescue. I knew it would pop in. I'm not completely gone in the head. I still have, I'd never do any good on Jeopardy, you know, because you got to be real fast on Jeopardy. And sometimes I know the answer, but never is it like real. I haven't watched Jeopardy in a while though, but I used to love to watch it. And a lot of times I'd know the answer, but not as fast as the contestants knew the answer. It takes me a while. There we go. See, so that's pretty. This is really coming along, if you ask me. If you ask me, this is really coming along. And so now, let's see how long I've been on here. 21 minutes and 23 seconds. So what I could do here, what number pencil is this? This is an H. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let's see if I just kind of put a little bit of, I wonder if this pencil's too heavy, too hard to, no, it works. It's working. I didn't know if it would be too hard and wouldn't shade well, wouldn't blend. But no, it's fine. It's fine. And so see, I'm just lightly put some graphite down. Lightly, lightly, lightly. And then take my stump and I will, and I'll blend it. And I have found, and I don't know if it's just me, but I have found if I went and did all this charcoal on there and then went to blend it, it seems like it doesn't blend as well as if I blend right away. And so I blend right away. Okay. Look at that. See now how that's looking? This part that is already shaded and what isn't shaded, do you see the difference in that? I think that's amazing. And so it makes it almost more of a more dimensional, more, it makes it almost three-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I got another idea too. So thank you, Barb, for creating these cards, because I believe I am going to love, love, love them. And I love that they each have a word. Like this word is peace. So I think what I want to do, you know, this is the first page I'm doing in this particular book here, and I think this is gonna be my mandala book. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see if I just go ahead and put a little shading on the outside of each of those star points, how that looks. Oh yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to color it too. It's going to get colored as well. And like I said before, always when you're putting down your pencil, when you're using your pencil to put some graphite down, always put it down very lightly. Do not press hard on your paper, because you'll push that graphite into the paper, and you don't want to do that. You want it just to lay on top of the paper, and then so that when you go with your stump, that it will, or you might have a tortilla on there. They're both really, in my opinion the same thing. It's just stump is a heavier, tighter, twisted paper. Some people even, there is videos that you can watch to make your own tortillons, which are basically the same thing except they're lighter weight. And I'm not sure for a professional artist how they use them. They might have more, you know, the way that they use one or the other, they actually might be for something special. I don't know. I'm just an old woman and learning as I go, but it's fun to learn things. So if some of you know what the difference, what you would use one for over the other, then just leave that in the comments, and then that will be something new that I can learn. So I am almost got that whole thing shaded. And that is one way to start, is just put your circle, break your circle up into sections. Like I broke this one up into 8 sections. You could break it up into 6 sections or 12 sections. You can, you know, you decide. Then I'm going to write peace, and this is one of my P, E, A, C, E. And then I'm going to write it again. P, E, A, C, E. Okay, so I went over twice. Hang on to your bridges. I got to run over here to this trolley over here and get my colored pencils real quick. Real quick. Okay, real quick. Oh. Okay, here I come back. I'm limping, but I'm coming back. Okay, and then I have my pencils here. My beautiful husband, look, he bought me this. Isn't this, I love galvanized metal, and he bought me this. It's like a tub, but it's separated into 6 places in the middle, and so I can I have different colored pencils in each section, and which is really cool. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take like a blue. What color do I want? It's decisions. I don't know, for some reason right now I'm wanting blue. And so I'm going to take 2 different colors of blue, and I'm going to use these Trajeton pencils that I have. And so I'm just going to go in and color, what do they call it? They call it monochromatic, I think, when you are coloring different shades of the same color. And I think that's monochromatic, I think. Now, I might be wrong there too. I might be telling you a wrongness there. But so I'm just going to use different colors of blue, and I'm just going to kind of quickly color those in. And see, I'm doing one side of each of those star points, just one side. I am so glad that I got these cards from Barb. I'm glad that I ordered them, because I do believe I'm going to get so much out of these. And there, see, now I just went lightly. Now this one's a darker blue, so I'm going to go on the opposite side of each one of those points of the diamond. That's pretty. I like that. I like that muchly. doing something like this is just so relaxing. It's just so relaxing. Now, if I wasn't making a video, I'd probably have some music going. On YouTube, you can find so many beautiful videos with beautiful music. There's, like, I love piano music, and so I find like a video that is just, you know, easy listening piano music. I love it so much. Or even the classicals, you know, Bach and Beethoven and all them wonderful people. Okay, see, I just did those two blues in those blues. So now what if I go with well, I don't know. Now I'm thinking, what is this? This is more of a grayish blue. I'm going to go in and do these middle petals again with, well, that almost matches that other blue that I just put in there, the second blue. And I don't remember how well these blend. You know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a white colored pencil. This is a Crayola. And I'm going to go over. Now, I am not particular about colored pencils. I do know that they all have different leads or different whatever you call that. And I know it's not lead, but you know what I'm talking about. And some are very hard, some are very soft. Crayola is quite hard. And so, but when you can use like a hard Crayola as a blending pencil. And so, like, the softer the pencil, the softer the original pencils that you use, like the blues that I put there, if they were real soft, they would really blend a lot easier than the hard ones. And I don't know how you can tell before purchasing which is going to be hard and which is going to be soft. I don't know. I just know that the Prismacolors are pretty soft and the Crayolas are pretty hard. And so, but I'm just kind of blending this a little using this white. Okay, I'm going to now get, let's see, I'm going to take this, and I don't even know what this one is. That's a Crayola too. I'm going to go and I'm going to color in these drops that I put here. I'm going to color these drops, and then I'm also going to go ahead and color in, oh, see, now that really gives it some pop with those, with this here color blue. That's pretty. And so then I'm going to go in, I'm going to color the center petal. That's what I'm going to do here. Each one of these center petals, I'm going to color them with this same blue. I like that. It's got a nice sharp point on it. So I think what I'm going to do, since it's got a nice sharp point on it, I'm going to go up here to my word peace. And because I wrote it twice, then I've got a space between each piece, and wherever each section has got, because I did it quickly. So, let's see there. And I love doing this. This makes a really, I love what you get. I love the letters that you get. And then you just go into where the pencil didn't exactly go over, then that is where you color. That is where you add the color. And so sometimes, and if you go quickly, then most likely it's not going to go exactly the same. And so there's my piece. Now I'm going to get another blue. This is the Fine Touch, is the color of this blue. I mean the brand. Okay, so see, it's a little bit different. A little bit different than the one that I just used, was more like a teal. And so this changes it a little bit. And so that's pretty. I'm kind of going quickly here so I don't take up your whole dinner hour. So nice, so nice. I like this. I like this idea. And I love mandalas. I just love them. I've been doing some, okay, now I'm doing the little dots too. I've been doing some dot mandalas on rocks. I have been learning that from Christy Biddleston. And I bought some molds so I can make my own stones. And so I'm going to be learning a lot more on those as well. Okay, now I'm going to take, here's another blue. Oh, this is an Artesia. Now this is a watercolor pencil. So I think I'm going to go, let's see, I'm in the center of each of these sets of 3 humps. Alice the camel had 3 humps. Alice the camel had 3 humps. Alice the camel had 3 humps. So go, Alice, go, boom, 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 Alice. Okay, we've had enough of Alice the camel, Elizabeth. All right, okay. This afternoon, when me and Donald was sitting here chatting away, it was funny because she did something that I talk to myself all the time, and sometimes I interrupt myself. And so there she was, just chatting along, and then all of a sudden she interrupted herself. I just thought that was so hysterical that she interrupted herself. I do that all the time. Interrupt yourself. It's pretty bad when you interrupt yourself. And so then here, this is again another blue. I'm just keep picking blues. And they are just, each one just a shade different. Just a little bit different. Now see, and you can go further with this. You can keep this thing going till you run out of paper. And just pattern it. Just go patterning all the way around with the same pattern. And I mean, you don't have to start with this diamondy thing in the middle. You can start with whatever you want in the middle. And just start patterning all the way around. Just keep going around. And you never know what you're going to end up with, because I don't think anybody that really, maybe some do, but I think most people that do draw mandalas, I think they just kind of don't really have a plan ahead of time. I think they pretty much just wait and see what happens. Just wait and see what happens. Now I'm going to find a real light blue. This one here is kind of real light, and it's almost a greenish blue. And I'm going to go just, yeah, this one is more of a green. But that's okay. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to go very lightly and cover up that white, just so it's not real white. And now I could have done like cross-hatching in there and doing more of a wallpaper effect, and that would be pretty too. But this will be so pretty. This will be so pretty. And I think I'm just going to fill this whole book up with mandalas. Mandala, Zentangle style art. Just mix them all together. And look at that. That's what I'm calling my finished piece. I didn't do a lot. But I think it's just beautiful just the way it is. Now I want to show you something real quick while I got your attention. Now, I've been working on this here book. And for those of you that are following along in our Zentangle inspired art series, which I haven't been following along as well as I should be, but I'm trying. I have days. I have my days that I can't really get motivated, and then I don't get those days taken care of. But this is what I'm doing. I started my journal, and this is my cause for celebration journal, which is, look at there, I put my Zentangle in there. I tangled my phone, and this wasn't my idea either. Dai Kirby Zentangled her phone, and she put that up on the in the group, and I said, oh, I'm going to tangle my phone. Oh, I've been on here 40 minutes. Maybe I should quit. I don't know when to quit. But I have been printing out some of the beautiful things that people have. I'm going to go through this real quickly, but what people have posted. I am printing out what people have posted in the group that I want to remember. And I want to remember, and I'm putting them in here for my own inspiration. Like Tracy Lynn did these, and these were ATCs, and she made them for a swap, but she posted them first, and then I printed them because then I get that inspiration. Jackie Newton did this. This was Gail. She did a collage. These were both Susie Matos Irby, which is actually Susie Overman. She has got one beautiful style in her Zentangles. Those are all hers. Oh, and this one is too. Then Shalma Pierce, she does beautiful work, and I've got hers in there. That was Shalma's. Michelle Messier did some Messier. I might be saying, I call her Messier. Messier than me. No, Messier. Maybe it's Messier. Maybe that's it. But she did a page with using some mixed media background, which is amazing. Susan Eaton. Oh my gosh. Susan, I'm getting so much inspiration from her. These are beautiful, and these inspire me. And just to leave them on the channel, just to leave them on the group, and then turn my computer off is good. But by printing and putting in my journal here, I've got them here. I've got them, and they're my inspiration. And these are Susan Eaton's too. These are Susan Eaton's too. Put this one here. Oh my goodness. And then, oh, that's Susan too. And then Ladina Polanski. She must be doing, with another group, she must be doing a day, every day, oh, I can't remember now what they call. But this one, I forgot what the word was for this one, and it's not written down there. This one was teeth. The word was teeth. And so this is what she come up with, the tooth fairy. This one was rodent. She come up with them little rats running up there. Well, I think they're just mice. You know, I used to think mice were just baby rats. I only learned just a few years ago that they were two different species completely. Look at that, Hope. And then Dai. Look, I've got some of Dai's things here. Inspiration. These are inspiration. Look at this one. This is amazing. Tracy Turner. Oh, now I got a Tracy Turner. This one did this here paintbrush lady, but she's now done a witch. I've got to print that witch out and put it right there. And then Erin challenged. She challenged me to do a pair of scissors. This was her pair of scissors. I didn't put my scissors in here. Okay, but I've had a few ladies that did scissors. Oh, I've got to get them printed out too. Erin's. And then Kendra. Okay, that's Kendra's. And this is Kendra's sunflower. And then, those are Kendra's scissors right there. Wait a minute. It almost looks like the same pair of scissors. Nope, they're different. That's two different pair of scissors. And Altered Dominoes. Kathy Lake made them. I put them there. And then Trina Willoughby. She took a picture of her hands. She got paint all over her hands. So I just cut them right out and put them on there. Trina, I got your hands right there. Yep. And then here I have, now, those of you who do not know this, for the month of October and November's challenge is to make a scarecrow and somehow a unicorn needs to be involved. And so Kendra Collins has made one. Susan Eaton has made one. Aaron Morrison has made. Shaloma Pierce has made one. And Kathy Volante made one. Oh, and Ladina Polanski, look at that one she made. I love that. And so now at the end of November is when we pick a winner. The winner isn't the one with the most beautiful or the most artistic or the most anything. It's the luck of the draw when we win. So all you have to do is put one in, I just get tickled when I look at this guy. He's just nothing I would have thought of doing. Look at how it flows. But anyway, that's my book I'm working on, and I'll keep updating you guys on with this book because it is becoming so wonderful. And so today I say peace be with you. And that's our Zentangle inspired art. Today we're going to be putting mandala madness into our Zentangle style art for the day. Thank you, Barb Owens, for coming up with this. And then I'm going to read you something that you need to believe. Let's see. Believe that life is sacred. Listen to your life. See it for the fathomless mystery that it is. Touch, taste, smell your way to the holy and hidden heart of it, because in the last analysis, all moments are key moments, and life itself is grace. And that was written by Frederick Bushner. And thank you. Believe that life is sacred. I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.